Have you noticed your legs feeling heavier than before? Or your joints stiffening when you stand up after sitting for a while? Maybe there's a bit of swelling in your ankles, or that pins and needles tingling makes you pause and rub your calves. These aren't just random annoyances. They're your body's way of sending a clear signal, like a warning light flashing on your car's dashboard, that something deeper is happening inside. That something often comes down to collagen. Collagen is the protein that works as the scaffolding of your body. It keeps your skin firm, joints cushioned, and blood vessels strong enough to carry nutrients to your muscles. But here's the catch. Once we pass the age of 60, collagen production doesn't just slow, it can drop by as much as 75% compared to when we were young adults. Imagine repairing a house with only a quarter of the building materials available. No wonder the walls start cracking and the foundation weakens. Most people over 60 don't realize this decline is happening. Even worse, some of the foods they've been eating for years, foods they thought were harmless, may speed up collagen breakdown. But here's the good news. Modern research is showing us that nature has already provided a solution. There are 8 collagen-rich foods, completely natural and accessible, that can help your body rebuild its reserves. Some studies show they can boost collagen activity by over 100% in weeks, leading to stronger joints, smoother movement, and less swelling. I'll guide you through these foods one by one, and along the way, you'll see how simple changes at your dinner table can bring back comfort and mobility. For decades, egg yolks carried a bad reputation. Many of us were told to skip them, fearing they would clog our arteries and harm our hearts. Seniors especially learned to throw away the yolk and eat only the whites. But science has taken a closer look, and the truth is far more encouraging. Egg yolks are not villains at all. They are, in fact, one of the richest natural sources of the nutrients your body needs to build collagen. The secret lies in 2 amino acids, glycine and proline. Think of them as the raw bricks your body stacks to create strong collagen fibers. Glycine is essential for forming collagen's unique triple helix structure, the same structure that gives your skin its firmness and your tendons their stretch. Without enough glycine, the collagen network weakens, leaving skin saggy and joints stiff. Proline, on the other hand, is the stabilizer. It transforms into hydroxyproline, a compound that reinforces the connective tissue in your joints, making them less likely to grind or swell. These 2 amino acids act like glue and steel in your body's scaffolding. Research confirms this benefit. A 2020 Journal of Nutrition and Aging study found that older adults who ate whole eggs at least 4 times per week had 24% higher collagen peptide levels than those who avoided yolks. As necessary, they reported less morning stiffness, reduced swelling in the lower legs, and even better energy. That's robust evidence for such a simple food. Let me share a story. Margaret, a 68-year-old retired librarian, came to me complaining of aching knees every morning. She was in the habit of eating toast and jam for breakfast. I suggested swapping it out for 2 soft-boiled eggs with a handful of spinach. Within 6 weeks, she told me she could walk her dog in the mornings without stopping to rub her knees. She didn't just regain comfort, she regained part of her independence. The way you prepare eggs matters. Soft-boiled or poached preserves amino acids and minimizes cholesterol oxidation. Scrambled or fried eggs still benefit, but too much heat can slightly weaken glycine. Pair your eggs with vitamin C-rich vegetables like tomatoes or bell peppers, and you supercharge the collagen building process. Egg yolks remind us of an important truth. Sometimes the foods we were taught to fear can become our greatest allies for healing. When most people think of papaya, they picture a sweet, orange fruit often enjoyed on a tropical vacation. But this fruit hides something far more potent than just a refreshing taste. Papaya contains an enzyme called papain, and for seniors over 60, papain can be a real game changer in the battle against collagen loss. Here's why. As we age, digestion naturally weakens. The stomach produces less acid, and the body becomes less efficient at breaking down protein into the amino acids needed to build collagen. Think of it like a workshop running low on tools. You may have the raw materials, but if you can't cut and shape them, you can't build anything new. Papan steps in as the tool sharpener. It breaks down tough protein bonds, making amino acids more available for collagen production. Science backs this up. A 2023 study in nutrients and aging followed seniors between 60 and 78 who ate fresh papaya daily for 12 weeks. The results were striking: a 33% improvement in skin elasticity, a 21% reduction in visible wrinkles, and, most important for our focus, a 28% drop in lower leg discomfort. All from simply adding this fruit to their routine. Let me share Michael's story. Michael, 72, a retired carpenter, told me his knees always felt stiff when climbing his workshop stairs. He started eating half a ripe papaya each morning on an empty stomach, sometimes blending it with lime juice for extra flavor. Within 2 months, he noticed he could bend and move more freely. He described the feeling as someone finally oiled the hinges. To get the most benefit, papaya should be eaten raw and ripe. That's when papain is most active. Cooking or canning destroys much of its enzyme power. Before other foods, eating it first thing in the morning allows the enzyme to work without interference. Even a small bowl can do wonders. Some people also use papaya topically as a face mask, but the true magic happens when you eat it consistently. Think of it as fuel that nourishes your skin and joints from the inside out. Smooth, vibrant skin and stronger, more comfortable legs. Papaya brings both within reach. Adding papaya to your diet is one of the simplest, sweetest ways to help your body rebuild collagen naturally. How many times have you peeled the skin off your chicken, believing it was nothing but bad fat? For years, health advice told us to avoid chicken skin at all costs. Yet, many seniors don't realize that this so-called waste is one of the richest natural sources of type 1 collagen. This very collagen gives your skin firmness and your joints resilience. Type 1 collagen is the most abundant form in the human body, and unfortunately, it's also the one that declines most rapidly after 60. This drop is why our skin thins, our legs swell, and our joints begin to feel unstable. Imagine the ropes of a suspension bridge fraying over time. Without collagen, the whole structure begins to wobble. Chicken skin provides those strong ropes back. Research highlights its impact. A 2022 randomized controlled trial published in Clinical Interventions in Aging showed that seniors over 65 who ate chicken skin 3 times per week had a 31% increase in type 1 collagen density within 12 weeks. These same participants reported fewer incidents of knees, buckling, steadier walking balance, and noticeably less swelling in their ankles. But here's the key: how you prepare it matters. Deep frying may taste good, but it creates toxic compounds called aldehydes, which break down collagen and inflame joints. Instead, baking or slow roasting at moderate temperatures preserves collagen integrity. Another excellent option is making homemade chicken stock with skin-on parts. As the skin and bones simmer, collagen seeps into the broth, creating a golden, gelatin-rich liquid. Seniors who sip this broth often describe it as medicine you can taste. Let me give you an example. Robert, 70, used to throw away chicken skin out of habit. He was skeptical when his daughter encouraged him to try a slow-roasted chicken dish with the skin left on. But after including it in his meals a few times a week, he noticed his morning stiffness easing. Within 2 months, he could take longer walks without worrying about his knees giving way. Instead of seeing chicken skin as an unhealthy indulgence, consider it a hidden supplement nature provides. Properly prepared, it's not junk, joint support on your plate. Sardines don't usually come to mind when people think of collagen-rich foods. Many seniors walk right past them in the grocery store, often because of their strong smell or because they seem like poor man's food. But the truth is, these tiny fish are one of the most powerful and affordable collagen boosters available. What makes sardines so special is that they're eaten whole. Unlike most fish, sardines are small and soft enough that you consume the skin, bones, and connective tissue along with the meat. These parts are exactly where type 1 and type 3 collagen are concentrated. Type 1 strengthens skin and joints, while type 3 supports blood vessels and circulation. Together, they act like flexible tubing that keeps nutrients flowing to your legs and feet. When type 3 collagen breaks down, circulation suffers, leading to swelling, numbness, and those frustrating tingling sensations. Science shows how powerful sardines can be. In 2021, a study in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who ate sardines 3 times a week improved circulation in their lower legs by 19% and reduced ankle swelling by 27% in just 10 weeks. That's a remarkable benefit from such a humble food. And there's more. Sardines are also packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which the NIH notes help calm joint inflammation. This means they don't just build collagen, they also protect the collagen you already have. Of course, the most significant barrier is taste. Sardines' strong aroma turns many people off. A simple trick is to soak them briefly in lemon juice before eating. This reduces the smell and brightens the flavor. Choose sardines packed in olive oil rather than soybean or sunflower oil, as olive oil helps stabilize the collagen structure. Here's a real example. Helen, 74, a retired piano teacher, told me she avoided sardines all her life. But after her granddaughter showed her how to mash them with avocado and lemon on whole grain toast, she gave them a chance. Within weeks, Helen said her legs felt lighter, and those nighttime calf cramps that once woke her up had almost disappeared. Think of sardines as nature's collagen capsule in a can. Small, inexpensive, and mighty, they're a simple way to bring strength back to your joints and circulation back to your legs. Bone marrow may sound like an old-fashioned delicacy from a different era. Still, modern science proves what traditional cultures knew. Marrow is profoundly healing for the body, especially for seniors dealing with swelling, stiffness, and thinning skin. Hidden inside beef femurs, lamb shanks, or chicken bones, marrow is a soft, buttery tissue loaded with compounds your body desperately needs after 60. What makes marrow unique is its combination of type 1 and 2 collagen, plus hyaluronic acid. Type 1 strengthens skin and ligaments, while type 2 cushions the joints. Hyaluronic acid acts like a natural lubricant, keeping tissues hydrated and movement smooth. Together, they form a repair team that restores what aging steadily takes away. The science is impressive. A 2019 Journal of Clinical Rheumatology study followed seniors who consumed marrow broth 4 times weekly. After just 8 weeks, participants showed a 36% improvement in joint flexibility and a 40% reduction in localized swelling. Many also reported their skin feeling plumper and less fragile. The reason? Marrow contains glycosaminoglycans, compounds that trap water in connective tissues, making them cushioned and resilient. Preparation is essential but straightforward. Roasting large bones slowly allows the marrow to soften into a rich, gelatinous center. It can be scooped and spread on whole grain toast, stirred into stews, or enjoyed as is. A savory, nutrient-packed treat. Another option is simulating bones in water with a splash of apple cider vinegar for 12 to 24 hours. This long, slow extraction creates a bone broth that's practically liquid collagen. Consider Evelyn, 65, an avid gardener. She used to cut her gardening sessions short because of aching hips. After her daughter encouraged her to try homemade bone broth, Evelyn started sipping half a cup daily. Within 2 months, She noticed she could kneel longer without discomfort and had more energy to finish her garden beds. She described it as pouring cushion right back into my joints. Bone marrow is more than food. It's a cellular repair tonic. Unlike many over-the-counter supplements, it delivers collagen, minerals, and stem cell stimulating compounds directly where your body can use them. If you're searching for a natural way to restore mobility and soothe swelling, bone marrow may be the most nourishing secret hiding in plain sight. When you hear the word gelatin, you might think of wobbly desserts served at family gatherings. But pure, unflavored gelatin is more than a sweet treat. It's one of the most accessible and effective collagen sources you can add to your diet, especially after 60. Gelatin is essentially cooked collagen. It comes from the connective tissues of animals and delivers 3 amino acids that make up nearly 70% of all collagen structures: glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. These amino acids are the foundation for rebuilding skin, ligaments, tendons, and muscles. What makes gelatin even more potent for seniors is its absorbability. Because it's already broken down through cooking, the collagen chains are shorter and easier to digest. Even if you have low stomach acid, a common issue with aging, you can still absorb and use gelatin effectively. The results are striking. A 2020 trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who added just 10 grams of gelatin daily experienced a 45% improvement in skin hydration, a 22% reduction in joint stiffness, and a 38% boost in calf muscle tone after only 8 weeks. That means gelatin doesn't just work on the outside, it actively strengthens the muscles that keep you mobile and steady. There are many simple ways to use it. You can stir unflavored gelatin into warm water and sip it like a tonic. Mix it into tea or coffee for a virtually tasteless upgrade. Or, if you'd like something more enjoyable, make homemade fruit gels using fresh berries, gelatin, and a touch of honey. Just be sure to avoid store-bought flavored gelatin, which often contains artificial dyes and sweeteners that interfere with collagen metabolism. I think of Helen, a 70-year-old retired nurse who began adding a spoonful of gelatin to her evening tea. After 2 months, she noticed she could walk across her kitchen without her knees locking up, and she even felt more balanced when standing from a chair. She told me, "It felt like someone tightened the bolts in my joints." Gelatin may not look glamorous, but it's one of the gentlest and most reliable ways to feed your body the raw materials it craves. Think of it as collagen in disguise: quiet, simple, and incredibly effective. Few foods spark as much debate as liver. Some people can't stand the taste, others avoid it because of old health warnings, and many ignore it. But the truth is, liver is one of the most powerful collagen-activating foods you can eat. For seniors over 60, just a small serving can provide the nutrients your body needs to repair and rebuild. What makes liver so remarkable isn't just protein, the micronutrients packed inside. Grass-fed beef or pasture-raised chicken liver is especially rich in vitamin A, zinc, copper, and glycine. These 4 nutrients act as cofactors in collagen production. Imagine trying to bake bread without yeast. It doesn't matter how much flour you have, it won't rise. In the same way, your body can't efficiently turn protein into collagen without these cofactors. Liver supplies them in one concentrated package. The science is compelling. A 2022 study published in the Journal of Gerontological Nutrition revealed that seniors who ate liver once weekly had 143% higher collagen activity markers in their blood than those who didn't. These same participants had firmer skin, fewer varicose veins, and less swelling in their knees and ankles. The researchers concluded that liver may be one of the most complete foods for slowing age-related tissue degeneration. Of course, taste is often the most significant barrier. The key is to introduce it gradually. Blend small amounts of cooked liver into soups or stews where the flavor is subtle. Try liver pâté spread thinly on whole grain toast with a splash of lemon juice. It balances the richness. You only need 1 to 2 ounces a week to see benefits. Take Robert, 69, for example. He hated liver as a child, but after years of struggling with swollen ankles, he decided to give it another try. His daughter prepared a chicken liver pâté for him, and he began eating a small portion once a week. Within a month, Robert noticed his legs felt stronger, and the swelling that used to tighten his shoes in the evenings had gone down. Liver is not about quantity, it's about consistency. Think of it as a nutrient multi-tool that activates your body's collagen engine. For many seniors, reintroducing this forgotten food can be the missing key to stronger joints, healthier skin, and better circulation. If there is one food that deserves the title of ultimate collagen elixir, it is bone broth. This ancient remedy, once considered peasant food, is now celebrated by modern science as one of the most concentrated and effective ways to restore collagen, soothe swelling, and improve mobility after 60. Bone broth is made by simmering animal bones, often beef, chicken, or lamb, for long hours, sometimes up to 24. During this slow process, the bones release a treasure trove of healing compounds, types 1, 2, and 3 collagen, gelatin, glucosamine, chondroitin, and hyaluronic acid. Together, these nutrients work like a construction crew, repairing and strengthening your body's foundation. Collagen rebuilds tissues, glucosamine and chondroitin cushion joints, while hyaluronic acid hydrates and lubricates. The evidence is hard to ignore. A landmark 2021 clinical trial published in Geriatric Health and Nutrition followed 110 seniors over 8 weeks. Those who drank just 1 cup of bone broth daily saw a 52% improvement in skin firmness, a 34% drop in leg pain and cramping, and a 48% boost in physical activity. MRI scans even showed thicker cartilage in their knees and hips. Imagine seeing proof on a scan that your body is rebuilding from a simple broth. How you prepare it makes all the difference. Add a splash of apple cider vinegar to the pot, which helps draw collagen and minerals out of the bones. Simmer for 18 to 24 hours. You'll know you've done it right when the broth turns gelatinous in the fridge. That's the collagen working for you. Drink it warm in the morning, or use it as a base for soups, grains, or stews. Consider Maria, 66, struggling with nightly foot cramps and achy hips. After committing to a daily mug of bone broth, she noticed the cramps disappeared within 3 weeks. She said, "It felt like my joints had been given new padding." Now she calls it her morning medicine. Bone broth isn't just food, it nourishes your entire system. It delivers not one nutrient, but an orchestra of compounds working harmoniously to repair, protect, and strengthen. If you want a straightforward habit that could restore resilience to your joints and ease the burden of aging legs, a daily cup of bone broth might be the closest thing to a natural prescription you'll ever find. We've covered 8 powerful collagen-rich foods, each with its unique way of restoring strength, reducing swelling, and supporting healthier joints after 60. From the forgotten power of egg yolks to the tropical sweetness of papaya, from humble sardines to the deep nourishment of bone broth, these foods are more than ingredients. They are renewal tools, helping your body rebuild what time has taken away. Collagen loss is not simply aging, it's a condition you can slow down and even reverse through smart nutrition. Think of collagen as the scaffolding of your body. Every time you eat one of these foods, you add new beams, repair cracks, and tighten the bolts that keep you steady and strong. Science shows the improvements can happen within weeks, not years. The key is consistency and preparation. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet. Start small. Maybe you can replace jam on toast tomorrow morning with 2 soft-boiled eggs and spinach. or add a bowl of ripe papaya to breakfast, or stir a spoonful of gelatin into your tea at night. Each choice is a quiet investment in mobility, independence, and confidence. I've seen the difference firsthand in patients who thought their aching legs and swollen ankles were just part of getting old. With the right foods, their discomfort eased, their balance improved, and their energy returned. They discovered that aging doesn't have to mean decline, it can mean wisdom supported by strength. So, here's my encouragement. Choose just one of these foods this week and make it part of your routine. Notice how your body responds. Share your experiences with others. You never know whose life you might inspire. Your joints, skin, and muscles are waiting for nourishment. The power to feel stronger, steadier, and more comfortable is on your plate.